Hey everybody, day after Valentine's Day. Hope everyone had a good one, but a lot going on with MMA. First off, some questions people have been asking me. I really appreciate all the support, all the guys and gals who have gotten behind my YouTube channel and subscribed and all those things. I really appreciate it. You got to start a podcast. I'm moving out of my house, so I don't have the space to like set up for a podcast. Another reason why people go, why are you doing it at your desk all the time? I'm packing up the rest of my house, so there's just no space anywhere for me to do anything. So I need to set up a space where I can record a podcast, first off. I got to find someone to host it and all that stuff, and I really can't do that until I move. So this is why you're getting what you're getting in the form you're getting it, is because I don't really have a space right now. All this stuff's going to be packed up tomorrow. So anyway, but thank you, though. That will be coming. It's just going to take a minute. So what's coming up? First, let's go with Cain versus Ngannou. If you are betting on Ngannou in this fight, you're essentially betting Cain isn't Cain anymore. It's not a bad bet, but you're saying Cain isn't the same guy. The injuries, the time off have taken a lot out of him. Because Francis Ngannou is the kind of fighter Cain used to maul. I'm serious, used to absolutely feed on these guys. Plotting. Not great footwork, not great combinations, not great takedown defense, not great gas, not particularly experienced, not particularly tricky. Just a heavy-handed, plotting striker. Great. Cain used to eat those guys alive. Okay. To me, we're drawn to the big knockout, but heavyweight who hits hard is like a fast flyweight. Okay, they're all fast. What stands out more are the heavyweights who couldn't hit that hard. Stand out to me much more than the ones who could hit hard. You're supposed to hit hard. You're a heavyweight. So does Ngannou hit exceptionally hard? Yes. But so did Dos Santos. Arlovsky's a heavy hitter. Mark Hunt, a heavy hitter. So it's kind of funny to me that oh my God, that guy hits so hard. Well, he's a heavyweight. He's supposed to hit hard. So Cain's seen a lot of that already. Cain, the athleticism, the endurance, the versatility. He brought things other heavyweights didn't bring. He really didn't. The way he mixed up his punching and his striking and his ground and pound, his takedown, his submission attacks, everything kind of flowed together in a way that most heavyweights don't do. That's what made him exceptional. A hard-hitting heavyweight is not exceptional. A heavyweight that's as athletic as Cain Velasquez in his prime, that's exceptional. But, that's my dog, by the way. The years, the injuries, the time off, there's a price to be paid for having the endurance of Cain Velasquez. He pushes his body way harder than a lot of heavyweights, and there's a reason they don't do that. You wear down. He could have stripped a lot of his gears off just getting ready for fights. So all the injuries and time off, have they really slowed Cain down? We're about to find out. Because Ngannou is somebody he should not have had any trouble with at all in his prime. None at all. Even a 60, 70% Cain should handle Ngannou. So if you're betting on Ngannou, which a lot of people are, which is fine, you're saying Cain's not Cain anymore. He's just not that guy. That ship has sailed. So we're going to know in about 40 seconds, the first minute, first round, what kind of fight we're getting. We're going to find out. First minute, first round. Either Ngannou knocks his head into the third row, or Cain takes him down and starts going to work on him. We go, oh, okay, Cain's still Cain. All right, Cain's still Cain. We'll know that in about a minute. So that's my line for this fight. About first minute, first round, we're going to go, okay, this is what's going on. Because if it goes wrong for Cain, it's going to go horribly, unbelievably terrible. Ngannou lands the big punch, and Cain wakes up looking at the lights. Some referee waving his hands. That's what's going to happen. There's very little middle ground in this fight. Either Cain takes him down early and starts the mauling procedure, feeding you piece by piece into a wood chipper, which is what it's like fighting Cain in his prime. Or Ngannou just catches him with a huge shot and it is over. So there's very little middle ground. Part of what makes this fight so exciting. Also, moving forward, Cain does not have a lot of time to go on the run he needs to go on to be a factor in the heavyweight division. Obviously, his friend DC is heavyweight champ. Who knows what happens with that or what's next and blah, blah, blah. But if Cain's going to make a run, this is the start of that run. It needs to happen quickly. He needs to get those 3 or 4 fights in and establishes himself as one of the greatest of all time. Because one thing missing from... You could argue he's one of those guys that a prime Cain was the greatest heavyweight of all time. Right now, I'd say Fedor's the GOAT because he had the run. Fedor's run from... Even rings, he fought some very, very tough guys in rings. Not all of them were heavyweights. Babalu, Ricardo Almeida. let's say from Semi Shell, which was his first fight in Pride, to Brett Rogers in Strikeforce, that run was incredible. Incredible. I don't know if we'll ever see a run like that in the heavyweight division. Cain will never get that, but he can go on that 4 or 5 fight run where you go, Cain might have been the best. He's already the guy that maybe in his prime was the best, but he never had the run. If he starts the run now, gets a heavyweight title, he's in that conversation. So we'll see if the run starts now. My pick, I may be stupid here. I'm going with the versatility of Cain. I still think Cain has enough left in the tank where he's not vintage Cain, but he's enough of Cain to beat Ngannou. I think that will happen. So my pick would be Cain, but people picking Ngannou, I see where your head's at. You're betting he's not him anymore. But I think even a 60-70% Cain, who might look like he's not what he used to be, still beats Ngannou. All right? Enjoy, and I will obviously have more clips up about more MMA this weekend. But those are my thoughts on Ngannou versus Cain. Enjoy.